Well, here is a person in front of you whom I think all of us should thank because she gave us this canvas to paint on. She gave us the platform to do what we have done. Our giving you to Kokilaben Ambani, etc.
Respected Kokilaben, Amitji, Jayaji, Anil, Nina, my colleagues from the hospital, esteemed guests, my friends, and our friends from media. Good evening and a very warm welcome to Kokilaben Hospital. Standing here today, I'm overcome with emotions. It seems like yesterday that we were gathered here for the inauguration. Excuse me. At the outset, I must thank Amitji for being here today. He's not only a global icon, but a dear friend, always close, at hand, and to the heart. Always there to support me in all my endeavors. Always inspirational. Amitji, your presence here means the world to me and my entire team. It also fills me with joy to see my family here. Mammiji, whose blessings guide us all and whose understanding and support light our path. My precious sisters and their families. My beloved Anmol and Anshul, our legacy to the world. And of course, Anil. Always Anil. You are the wind beneath my wings, our gladiator, the strongest man I know, and my source of unconditional love and support. As some of you may remember, when we inaugurated the hospital, Anil referred to this project as my third child. And he was so right. 10 years on, I understand that motherhood is the best metaphor to describe the evolution of this institution. The gestation period began very early in 2005, when I was given the honor of birthing this project. The growing pains began the year after. When we started work, not just rebuilding from the shell, from the ground up, but imbuing it with spirit and love. Outlining not just the structure, but the substance for a world-class facility, with heart, soul, and a unique Indianness. For a novice like me, who had no knowledge or understanding of medical field, it was quite an overwhelming experience. Now my baby is growing up, slowly but surely, and I'm so proud. As with any other mother, this process has been transformative and life-affirming, teaching me so much. Teaching me so much and bringing so much meaning to my life. The universe of healthcare is all-consuming. It has drawn me into its vortex. From understanding people, processes, and protocols, to realizing the vast possibilities that exist to touch and save lives. There are no expiry dates to learning. It is something I've always believed in, but now I know it for sure. More important, I have learnt that it is purpose, not any consideration of profit, that drives excellence. When a group of people come together, united in that purpose, fueled with passion, they can move mountains. It is this sense of purpose that energizes me every time I walk through these doors, because I see it mirrored in the eyes of my team. With this purpose comes commitment to touch as many lives as we can, to extend our embrace of care and compassion, widen our footprint, go deeper, strive harder, aim higher, and give India the healthcare she truly deserves. Friends, today is indeed a very, very special day, a remarkable milestone for us. I personally believe there are 5 pillars that can transform healthcare in India. Making it accessible means cutting across geographic divides. Making it affordable, enabling more people to avail of it. Building awareness so that Indians can become more proactive rather than be reactive about their health and not take their health for granted. Being more aspirational with the use of the latest technology available and using the power of association. Working together with other like-minded organizations and government to create an ecosystem of inclusion. And on all these parameters, we have made significant strides. Today, I reiterate our determination to achieve these goals. Friends, I also take this opportunity to express a deep sense of gratitude to Team KDAH. From our doctors, nurses, and medical technicians to our management, the irreplaceable K. Narayan, Dr. Tushar Motiwala, Dr. Ram Narayan, Dr. Santosh Shetty, and Dr. Mihir Dalal, who I work so closely with. All my administrators and support staff, each and every individual who has walked this journey with us, past and present. Here I must mention Dr. Vikram Chatwal, who kick-started this journey with us and is here today. Thank you, Vikram. Thank you, everyone. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Your passion has helped achieve this goal and this milestone. You are the reason I stand here today. I wish I could name and honor each one of you, but let me just say this. You are the lifeblood of this institution, and you remind me every day that healthcare is not just a profession, it is a calling about people, for people, by people. The truest expression of humanity. This day is yours. Thank you very much. Honestly, these celebrations wouldn't be complete without Anil saying a few words. Anil, may I request you to come up, please?
Jai Shri Krishna. Namaskar and good day. My respected mother Kokilaben, my elder brother Amitabh Bachchan, who will refer as Da, Bobby Jayaji, Tina, family members, and friends. 10 years. Wow. One thing is certain, that in 10 years I have grown older and Tina has become younger. me share with you a few facts and a few teachings. This hospital was to be built by Dr. Manke and his wife Alka, who is here today. It is always the desire of God, as I believe, that will determine what we will be able to achieve in our lifetimes. It was not in Dr. Manke's destiny to see this dream of his to be a reality, unfortunately. So this was back in 2005. I got a call, and it was the legendary Balasaheb Thackeray on the phone, who said, "Anil, aake milo." And I said, "Sure." Nobody says no to Balasaheb Thackeray in any case. So I went and met him, and Balasaheb had an extremely strong, emotional and admirable relationship of trust, faith and mutual respect with my father, the late Kokilaben Ambani. And for me, whatever Balasaheb would have told me or directed me, I would just honor as if it was a directive of my father. So I asked him, I said, "Balasaheb, why have you summoned me?" And he said, I went through this surgery and Dr. Manke did that surgery, and I encouraged him to build his hospital. Unfortunately, he is no more. So I want you to go and take over this project and build this hospital. And I looked at him and I said, "Balasaheb, I don't know anything about hospitals. I don't know anything about medicine. And I don't know whether we can take on such a large responsibility." And he looked at me and said, "I agree with you. Your father was not a chemical engineer. He was not a chartered accountant. He was not a lawyer. But he built Reliance Industries." So, don't find excuses. Please meet Alka ji and see what is possible. When he left with that word of what is possible, I thought it was an exit way of saying, I've had my chat and, it's not possible. I left his room and I said, "Okay, I'll catch up with Alka ji and we'll figure out." And I just let time go by, hopefully thinking that Balasaheb will forget about this episode. And Balasaheb must have thought to himself कि ये अनिल ऐसे मानने वाला नहीं है, इसकी और कोई चाबी ढूंढते हैं. So he knows that the ultimate Brahmastra he used on me was, he called Da. And he said, "ये अनिल तुम्हारा चेला है, उसको बुलाओ और या तुम साथ में लेके आओ और उसको बोलो ये हॉस्पिटल करे." So Da called me and said, "You have to meet Mrs. Manke and you got to work this out." So I said, "This is like a double barrel." You've got Bala Sahib on one side and you've got Abhijit on the other side. It's going to be a very difficult task to say no. So those were the two, actual creators of this festival. We then engaged with Alkaji and we said that we want to give all the recognition we can to Dr. Manke. So we have a bus down, we have the Manke Auditorium, the wing, etc. And we have the Manke Foundation under which the hospital is built. Alkaji is on that foundation. And so we really respect Dr. Manke, Mrs. Manke. And I want to take this opportunity, and Bala Sahib's birthday has just passed by a few days ago, to really thank him. And he is looking upon us down from heaven in the company of my father and smiling and saying, "Chalo, अच्छा कुछ काम किया आपने." Once we crossed this hurdle, or opportunity is the way I would call it, the next challenge was, भाई इसको करेगा कौन? So then, there used to be a very popular MTV show called Bakra. So we said कि भाई अभी कोई तो बकरा तो ढूंढना पड़ेगा. So very quickly, I zeroed in and I said, here it is. Here's Tina. We're going to do this. But I was driven by a few teachings of my late father when I thought through this. And the first one of his teachings or mantras was, if you can dream it, you can do it. And I think we dreamt of it, and I think we've done it. The second teaching of his was, you don't need to have experience. You don't need a track record. You don't need a legacy. You don't need a surname to succeed. What you need is simplicity. What you need is to be given an opportunity. What you need is the ability to execute. What you need is an attitude. Following his mantra, I think we had Tina, who fitted into all those definitions and said, well, if Kokilaben Ambani could do so much for India, I'm sure Tina can do something for the city of Mumbai and for the nation. Tina is a boss woman, so she needs an army, and I quickly had the ability to look for one of my teachers and one of my gurus in corporate life, K. Narayan. Who had just taken retirement from being president of Reliance's textile business. And KN, as he is known as, I call him professor, because he was a professor before he joined my father as an export executive. And then through the ranks rose from being an export executive to being the president of our textile business. So I basically told him, Professor, no retirement, aa jao and karo. And don't give me all these excuses, you don't know anything about medicine, medical profession, surgery, etc., because all that is actually a qualification for you to get involved. And we can see the results today on what the Kokilaben Ambani hospital is all about. So that was his second teaching of my father. And the third and the last one, which has been followed to the last dot, is in one of my father's speeches. He said, you should never ever be afraid to hire people who are more cleverer than you. You need to surround yourself with excellence and with intelligence. And all you need to do is to display your common sense. The fact of the matter that between K. Narayan and Tina, they've been able to put together a world-class team of people like Santosh, like Ram, like so many others. I think it's really a strong vote for the teachings of Dhirubhai Ambani. As I conclude, I think that when we call this the Kokilaben Ambani Hospital, and in short form it's KDAH, in shorter form it is the Kokilaben Hospital, I think that sitting up there in heaven, looking down upon his wife, my mother, Kokilaben, looking upon his daughter-in-law, Tina, Papa would be very, very proud today of what has been created. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anil, for your thoughts and for your funny remarks as well. We really enjoyed it. I now invite the wonderful lady whose name this hospital bears with such pride, Kokilaben Ambani, to come to the podium and address us. Thank you.
बैठ जाइए, बैठ जाइए।
Basic Krishna, honorable guest, Sri Amit ji, Sri Jaya ji, and all the doctors, staff, and my dear Tina and Anil. I am so delighted to be here today on this special occasion. I still remember the day this hospital was inaugurated 10 years back. Tina and her team had worked so hard and tirelessly that it was ready in a record time. I've seen this hospital is Tina's baby. You know, Tina is no daughter. Tina has only 2 sons. But this is Tina's baby. She has grown up now to be 10 years. She has nurtured is like a caring mother and developed is like a dedicated professional. This baby has turned 10 today, and we can see the result of Tina's dedication. The hospital has grown so much, and involves to so rapidly is there 10 years. It is the best hospital awards not only once but thrice. Tina, congratulations to you. I'm proud about you, Anil. You have given my name the hospital of Kokilaben Ambani, Dubai. You know how that name is, we have decided when this agreement was over and we were sitting in our drawing room, Tina, me, Anil, so we discussing, चलो अभी हॉस्पिटल तो ले लिया, अभी बहुत काम करने का है, क्या करेगा? ये तो सब, लेकिन बेबी आने वाली है, तो बेबी का नाम क्या रखेगा? So many names we have decided, but finally Anil has told me કે મમ્મી આ હોસ્પિટલનું નામ મારે, સોરી થોડું ગુજરાતીમાં બોલું છું, જેને ન સમજાય બાજુવાળાને પૂછી લેજો. મારે આ હોસ્પિટલનું નામ મમ્મી તારા નામ ઉપરથી કોકિલાબેન ધીરુભાઈ અંબાણી રાખવું છે. મેં કીધું અનિલ આ નામ બહુ મોટું છે હોસ્પિટલમાં, આટલું બધું નામ કઈ હોસ્પિટલમાં ગયા? કોકિલાબેન ધીરુભાઈ અંબાણી હોસ્પિટલ. ના મમ્મી, I have decided and I have to keep your name. So you won't believe it. When hospital started now 10 years, so many advertisements came in the paper and some politician or industrialist or whoever the name known admitted in a hospital. And first page it comes Kokilaben Ambani Hospital. So I have so many friends. So they never read properly. First there's a Kokilaben Ambani Hospital. I said, Kokilaben is not well. So many my friends, president is my Gujarati Mandal. Oh my God, Kokilaben is not well now. What happened to her? So they phoned my house and my secretary Mohan, he said, Mohan, how is Kokilaben? So Mohan said, why? She's here. So I said, she is admitted in the hospital. So now I get that. So I'm so happy. She only has given my name, so everybody remembers in the morning. This is a morning news. The baby has turned 10 today, and we can see the result of Tina's dedication. The hospital has grown up so much and evolved so rapidly in those 10 years. The best hospital awards not only once but thrice. Tina, I am so happy and proud. Heartiest congratulations to you. Many a time I get letters and messages of the patients who have been treated here. They are full of praise for its world-class treatment, competent doctors, excellent facility, and the courteous staff. I am so touched to hear all these things. ટીના, જ્યારે આપણા કોઈ વખાણ કરે ત્યારે આપણે બહુ ખુશ થાય, પણ આપણી હોસ્પિટલના વખાણ કરે એટલે એનાથી વધારે ખુશી થાય છે. I feel really proud or honored that this hospital bears my name. I wish Dhirubhai Ambani were here today to see this hospital and its amazing progress. He would have been so proud about Anil and Tina. Really, Tina, you have put your heart and soul into this institution. It really shows. Congratulations to you and your entire team for the incredible work. I urge your team to keep up the hard work and continue on the path of excellence. હવે આનાથી વધારે હું શું બોલું, કારણ કે અનિલે બધું કહી દીધું, જે પપ્પા માટે કહેવાનું હતું, કઈ રીતે આપણે હોસ્પિટલને આગળ લાવશું, બધાના સપોર્ટથી સારા ડૉક્ટરો આપણને મળ્યા છે, સારી સિસ્ટરો છે, સ્ટાફ છે, અને એ લીધે જ આપણી હોસ્પિટલનું નામ ખૂબ આગળ આવ્યું છે. અને આઈ વિશ કે આનાથી ખૂબ ખૂબ આપણી ઉત્તરોત્તર પ્રગતિ રહે અને પ્રવૃત્તિમય જીવન બધાનું રહે. અને હોસ્પિટલમાં જેટલા લોકો આવે છે એ રડતા રડતા આવે છે પણ હસીને ઘેર જાય છે. એ વસ્તુ સારી છે. A true star.
Those are truly inspiring words to energize the team. If you think about my presentation and I think about each of the words which were chosen, suddenly you talk about self-belief, innovation, the pursuit of excellence, chasing perfection. This is all embodied in building an institute. And here we have a person in our midst who is an individual, who is an institution by himself. Every single word which I use, I think applies to the gentleman, and that is why we believe he is the perfect man to inspire us today, to take us to the next level and show us the way. I give him his time.
आदरणीय मम्मी, कोकिलाबेन, Tina Ravi, Anil, members of the Ambani family, friends, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm actually the wrong person to be here as an inspiration for this hospital when you have such eloquent speakers like Kokilaben and Anil Bhai to inspire us. But really, it seems just like the other day when we were here in this very auditorium to launch this hospital. And we never realized what those initial steps were going to take us to. But how wonderful it is, Tina Bhabi, to be here again today at the end of 10 years and to notice, to know and to learn what a tremendous journey this has been and the amount of effort that all the doctors and the people involved with this hospital have put in to make it truly a very proud moment for us. The initiation for the hospital, as Tina Bhabi and Anil had said, and given their brief as to how it came about, is to a large extent true. I did have a word from Balasat talking about starting this and putting in a word to Anil. But actually it was Mrs. Marke who one afternoon paid me a visit and said that her husband had a dream of building a medical center. And those of you that have known Dr. Manke would have known what a joyous person he was. He was full of life and energy and always happy and smiling. A loud voice, and the moment he would enter any environment, he would always fill the place up with a lot of positivity. And to suddenly lose him was a great shock to those that knew him and of course to those in the medical fraternity. And Mrs. Manke came across to my house and said, we've actually built a small I don't know what you call it. What do you call it? A shell. Yeah, we built a shell, and because of his passing away, we've been unable to do anything further. You do know some people who are influential enough and can put in a lot of interest and money in this project. Would it be possible for you to talk to some of your friends? That was the time when Balasab called, and that was the time when I turned to Anil, gave him a call and said, we need to do this. I turned to Anil because I've never said this before, Anil, but I myself have had many trials in hospitals with my own medical problems. But I have to admit that every time I've had that problem, there has been one man that has always come forward voluntarily to help out and give us advice and help, and that has been Mr. Anil Ambani. So when I turned to him, it was just like asking him to help me out when I'm suffering from a suspected cancer problem, tuberculosis or hepatitis B, which I still suffer from. I felt that Anil would be the right person to go to. And I really must thank you, Anil, for heeding some of the advice that was given to me by Balasab, that you must ask Anil to go ahead with this project. I also felt there was a great emotion attached to Mrs. Manke's request of wanting to build something that her husband has started. And for me, that was a great amount of respect that a wife would have towards a husband, and I felt it very necessary that I would take this project forward. I'm delighted, of course, that to learn of the many facilities that this hospital has now. This part of the city really didn't have any facility long time ago. But when this hospital came up, it has become the center of all medical help and attraction. And I'm so proud of Tina Bhabi for having put in so much effort to bring in some of the best talents in the entire world, to bring in the latest technology. Every time there has been an issue, a problem, and I've talked to her, she's always put forward an element which said that we have the latest technology. We have the best people that we could find in this part of the hemisphere or this part of the world, and we are determined to make sure that it works for us. And when I've had the opportunity to meet some of the doctors and the specialists that have been working in the hospital, I'm truly inspired and wish you all the very best, because you give confidence to a patient. And being a patient in a hospital many times over, I can realize what it means when a patient comes to hospital. It's the doctors, it's the environment of the hospital, it's the way the lift works, the way you park your car, the way the entrance looks like. It's the way the designing of a hospital looks like. These are some of the things that actually make you feel good and healthy. And you feel that you've come to a right place. And this is the place I feel that I'm going to get my cure. I have to say that every patient that I've known, friends, visitors that have come to the Kokilaben Ambani hospital, have only wonderful things to say. The kind of atmosphere that greets them, the kind of help and the attention that is given to them, which is so personalized. It is truly admirable, Tina Bhabi, that you've been able to inculcate this kind of a temperament within the hospital. It's been 10 years, and we've heard some of the achievements of the hospital. I hope that we're here again for the next 10-year celebration and the many other decades that will follow. You obviously know Tina Bhabi and Anil, and that anytime you will require my services, I shall always be there. I hope I never have another opportunity to get admitted in here, but in any other way, I'm always there as a friend and a well-wisher. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Bachchan. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great privilege and an honor to propose the vote of confidence on this, the 10-year celebrations of our decade of distinction. First and foremost, thank you, Mrs. Kokilaben Ambani. Hamara आशीर्वाद and स्नेह सदैव हमारे साथ रहे. Thank you, madam. Thank you for the lovely, eloquent speech. Thank you for the vote of confidence. Thank you for always being there. We wish you a long life of great joy and the best of life. Thank you, our chief guest for today, Mr. Amitabh Bachchan. You spent time to speak to us in spite of your busy schedule. Thank you for the thundering vote of confidence in the work that we are doing. Sir, you have been with us in the whole decade. You hosted our organ donation team on Kaun Banega Crorepati. You have given your voice to our documentary on National Geographic. Thank you very much, sir. Mrs. Ambani, the one and only. Thank you, madam. Thank you for being you. You are our soul, ma'am. Thank you for your pride in Team Kokilaben Hospital. Ma'am, your enthusiasm, your commitment to the cause of healthcare in India drives us to do the best that we can in the service of the communities that we serve. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. Members of the Governing Council, a heartfelt thank you. Thank you for the invaluable support, the guidance, the wisdom. Thank you very much, sir. Dr. Santosh Shetty, Executive Director and CEO, for the lovely welcome address. Dr. Ram Narayan, Executive Director, who took us through who we are and what we've achieved so far. Thank you for the confidence and the trust that you've placed in us. Our doctor partners are here. Thank you for your talent. Thank you for your passion. Thank you for your dedication to your science. Thank you very much. Members of Kokilaben Hospital Management, members of the staff are here. Working